between the Aliens and the Lions. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle, and I think with this surface there's a little bit there for batters and bowlers alike. The ground staff have done a brilliant job. I'm really interested to see which way the captains go when the coin is tossed. Gorgeous clear weather and no threat of any rain.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle. Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two. Teams.
A few moves made in the field.
Middle that one, great timing.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Edge, amazing delivery. That stop, great catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Misses everything.
Clark shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Yep. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
4 runs added in the over. Aliens are 1 for 4. Willie. The pace bowler coming into the attack.
Some adjustments to the field.
Willie from the pavilion end. Nice shot, runs possible.
Keep it!
Good return there, back from the deep. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Nice solid defensive shot. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time. Yep. Solid defence, very compact.
Clark gets off the mark.
Got right in behind it. Yep. Could be close.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Willie doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
Captain's going to change things around in the field.
Time that perfectly.
Good return back from the deep. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. A bit of a change up in the field now.
Oh, lovely!
Rousseau shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Nice shot.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Archer shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Drives and misses everything.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep. Brilliant diving stop.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Aliens are 1 for 24. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Into the attack for the Lions.
Super piece of timing.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it. Well taken, had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Nice one.
Joseph with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Howell ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
End of the over. 5 off it. The Aliens are 2 for 29. Madness! Complete air shot. Big appeal.
Lovely.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning. Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Finch, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Big shout. So they do indeed signal for the review. Just feel it's a little bit foolish, seemed out to me.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Looking good so far. No issue with the bounce. Clearly impact in line. Not much to argue there. Clark has to go. Ends up being a waste of a review.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Straight to the fielder. Strong appeal.
Yes.
Great shot.
Picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Good ball.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep, yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Nice one.
Howell will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway. Van der Merwe, the left armer, is coming on. To bowl from the nursery end.
Yep.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Huge edge. Loud shout. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Nicely played.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Yes.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
And gone! Simple catch in the cordon.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait though to face their first ball. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Wow, that's missed a lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Incredible, what a grab.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Chase takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yeah.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yes.
Edge, what a ball.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
8 runs added in that over. Aliens are 5 for 57.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Clipped neatly off the pads, should get 4.
Well, that was a big shot. Finds room and smacks it just short of the rope.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Well, that was a big hit. Incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but still it goes for 6.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. Out! What a catch!
That was a blistering knock right on top of the bowling. Tried once too many times. The show ends, but they'll receive a warm reception from the crowd.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Weser will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Joseph from the pavilion end.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yeah.
Solid defence, very compact.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Got right in behind it. There's a run here, surely.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Lovely.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Edged, unplayable. Huge appeal.
Yeah.
Thick edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keep up.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Weser gets off the mark.
Yeah, yeah.
Bowler!
Loud appeal.
Very full, spray the ball a bit, but they're content leaving it alone.
Good catch. Out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Stark, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yes.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Van der Merwe getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end.
A few moves made in the field.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Stark has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yeah.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Good ball.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Beaten on the drive.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Drives and misses everything.
Stark shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
6 runs added in the over. The Aliens are 8 for 85. Been some great bowling in this innings so far. Just need one more to really top it off.
Yep.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Nice one.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there. No interest in that one from the batter. Van der Merwe will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yes. Nice one.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Just the one run off the over. The Aliens are 8 for 86. Willie, the left-arm medium fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous. It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Yep. Lovely.
Willie with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yeah.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Willie has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Cutting, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the nursery end.
Wait on.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yeah. Good ball.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now. That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Finch, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Lovely.
Cutting with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
9 runs added in that over. The Aliens are 8 for 106. Middle that one, great timing.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Padding up to that. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yeah. Yes.
Really good shot there. Straight to the fielder. Loud shout. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Aliens are 8 for 116.
Yeah.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah. Yes.
And gone. Didn't even wait for the umpire's decision.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Lovely.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Quick onto that in the infield. Over. Aliens are 9 for 122.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Willie from the pavilion end. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Edge. Amazing delivery. A beauty. Brilliant catch. On this pitch and in these conditions, it's going to take something really special from the bowlers to win this. Really needed more runs on the board. Pressure will be right on the bowlers if they don't find early wickets. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting. Didn't get anywhere near the first ball of the innings.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Right off the middle of the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Nice bowling.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Misses everything.
Finch shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the nursery end. Got right in behind it.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Could be close.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yes.
Solid defence, very compact.
Well bowled. Yes.
Well, took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Yeah.
Bowler!
No.
Huge appeal. Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Nice bowling.
Nicked it! A massive appeal. Certainly looks close, maybe a bit of bat. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Couldn't have played that any better.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yeah. Keeper. Well bowled.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling. No!
Misses. That's so close to a run out. Really should have been hit from there.
Sensible decision in the end not to take that run.
Aliens kept the batters quiet in that over. So far, though, no wickets for the endeavour being shown. Drives and misses everything.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Howell shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yeah!
Nice solid defensive shot.
No!
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance.
Yeah!
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Edged it. Loud appeal. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yes!
There'll be 1 run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. The Lions are 2 for 36.
Great bowling, really hitting their straps.
edged, unplayable.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Yes. Keeper. No. Yes. Ball's in. Yes.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Lovely timing.
Yes.
Will this one go to the fence?
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
The Lions weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Bowling.
Willie will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yep.
Easy does it. First ball and gets some runs. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Yes.
Not much you can do when you bowl a slower ball like that.
Good bit of timing there.
Launched into it. Landed just short of the boundary rope for 4.
End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. The Lions are 3 for 57. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle. well placed, should get a single.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yes.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
No.
Super piece of timing.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Cutting has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. There'll be runs here. Caught. Yeah. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
McAndrew won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yes.
They'd look for a couple here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
End of the over. 16 runs coming from it. The Lions are 4 for 73. Howell from the nursery end.
Yep.
Ooh. Straight to the fielder. Bowler is confident on this one. They'll get at least one. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yeah. No.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
McAndrew shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot. Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Lions are 4 for 75. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Great shot.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
Davies is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. What a good shot that is. Took advantage of a full straight ball.
Just lent on that. The timing was perfect, and the outfield did the rest.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Just about time that perfectly.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Aliens found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Great shot. At least one on offer. Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's just silly. The power of that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Ooh, well ball.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Right out out of the middle.
It was a shorter ball, but seen really early, quickly onto the back foot and powered over the boundary for 6.
End of the over. 7th. 18 runs coming from it. The Lions are 6 for 110. Chase into the attack now. From the pavilion end. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Timed it nicely. Yep. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Right off the middle of the bat.
A brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Chase, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep. No!
And that marks the end of the match. The Lions complete a decisive victory in this match. Thank you very much for joining us here for this match. Please take care and drive safely on your way home.
Extremely comfortable win, just so brilliant on so many levels. You cannot compete with that level of skill shown. It was a masterclass.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you soon.